What's good, everyone? It's Chambers from chambersmixedit.com, and today I'm bringing you a new tutorial. We're going to be doing the music theory of Plugg beats. So if you watched the last video, we went over how to do Plugg drums and 808s and percussion, all that stuff. And now today we're going to be focusing all about chord progressions and melody and explaining the music theory along the way. So hopefully you can learn something new today. We're going to head right into Cubase here and get started with the tutorial. So we're going to be in FL Studio today, and the main VST that I'm going to use is called Purity. That's like the go-to for Plugg music. And I have all my sounds selected. So the first one is an E piano. Sounds nice. You go to preset menu right here, you hit piano, you go over here, it says Pretty Suitcase. You click on that, and then, so let's head into the piano roll right here. Let's see what BPM I'm going to be at today. And now it's time for, am I backwards? Music theory. All right, so today the note we're gonna use is L. No, I'm playing. See, we'll do G. Just why not? I don't know. We're gonna do a G minor triad chord, so like this. That's a G minor triad. It's called a G minor triad because it's only 2 notes, right? It's only 3 notes, right? Look, we got 1, 2, 3. Triad. Tri means 3. You know what else starts with tri? Triangle, like the Illuminati. Now for Plugg music, you want like more dreamy chords, and that means bigger chords. So that means more than just 3 notes. I'm gonna add this note. This is now called a G minor. Hold on. This velocity is attacking me. I'm gonna lower that. There we go. Look, so this is called a G minor 7th chord. Now you're talking like, why would we go from a triad to a 7th chord? How you go from 3 to a 7? Let's take the G minor scale for example, right? So now if you count those notes out, we start with G as 1, A is 2, A sharp is 3, and you keep going up, right? When you get to F, it's the 7th note in the G minor scale. That's why this is called a G minor 7th chord, because the F, the top note of the chord, is the 7th note in the G minor scale. When it's just this, it's called a triad because it's just 3 notes. But when you add that 7th note of the scale, now it's called a G minor 7th chord. Now, I'm going to go even more than that. Usually I would stop here, but we're going to do a 9th chord today. So I'm going to go like this. Super vibey R&B type chord. Now the next thing you want to do, hit Control A. I will highlight the chord, drag it back. Again, right here, all I'm doing is hitting Shift and dragging it out, and I will duplicate the chord. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna shorten it. Now here's a little trick. I'm gonna just take this chord, I'm gonna change it just by going like this. I just dropped it down 1 note in the scale from an A to a G. Sounds like a different chord. It's the same exact thing except the leading note is just down from an A to a G, right? So we got this. Now I'm gonna start bridging them together. You see this? It's a whole space right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole boom. We got a chord here, we got a chord here, we got this whole my face. I'm gonna take a note. We just bridge the gap. Let's do, I'm gonna just go up. This is gonna be our bridge note to get rid of this space right here. So it sounds like this now. Now we need one right here. I'm gonna do, we're gonna do an F now. I'm gonna move it in like that. It could be like wherever you want it to be. I'm just putting notes in to fill in space really. You know what would sound fly if I put another D note right here? All right, and now here is the best #1 life hack that you're ever gonna have in Plugg music. I'm gonna hit Control A, boom. I'm gonna hit Control B. I'm about to sample this, I don't care. You wanna hit Shift, you wanna hit the arrow key down 5 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. I'm gonna just make a few minor changes and adapt it so it works with it. I'm gonna use an A right here. An A right here. This time though, I'm gonna move the chord out. Like up here, we started out with the chords all separated and choppy, but for the second half, I'm gonna drag it out. G note, fill up. Do another G right here. And that's our Plugg chord progression right there. And now you're familiar with what a triad is and a seventh and a ninth is. You take the chord, you go like bang, send it over, then you go 1 2 3 4 5, boom, there you go. So that's the chord progression. Now it's time to get into the melodies and all the ear candy stuff. My next sound is going to be an arpeggio. I'm going to go into purity again, go into presets, go into bell and perk. You want to hit bell with harmonics, and this is like one of the most popular sounds in Plugg music. I'm gonna just go send it across, so it looks like this. You could change the note sometime too, so let's see. Like most times I'll just leave it as one single note, but sometimes I like to add like another one on top of it. And that's it really, like the arpeggio does the work for you. Next I'm gonna go to a bell. I'm gonna go to preset. You want to go to bell and perk again, go to the bottom down here where it says vibra handbell. And I really with this I just like follow the chords for the most part. So I just go like this, shorten it. And I mean, you could experiment and try the bells out in different spots, but usually I just go like that and like I'll follow the way that the chords do. So I'm going here, I'm going down to that note that we hit, then you go up to the note that was up here, you know, basically you just follow the chord progression. Next we have a synth. This is where you want to go to fast synth and hit harmonic lead. Another popular Plugg music sound. So let's see, I'm gonna start at A because that's where we start with the bell and the arp and the chords. I can hear a melody in my head right now and I'm just going to put it into the computer. Always try to hear a melody when you're making music and then try to use your ear to guide that into the computer. I think I'm hearing like... Basically, the music theory of that is like, look, we start at the leading note, which is A, which is the ninth note in the scale that we had on that chord. If I take this and go down an octave, look, I'm literally going up the chord, and I just have it up an octave. So we're just going up the scale, up the chord. Let's do split by channel, put all of these into the playlist. So that's some of the music theory around Plugg beats. If you're interested in learning more in depth about music theory and how it works, I have a full music theory course on my website all about scales, major chords, minor chords, augmented chords, diminished chords, how they work, how to construct melodies and do cool chord progressions like the 2-5-1. And it's over an hour long for you and learn a whole bunch of stuff that I don't even say on this YouTube channel. But yeah, so that's at chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. I'll leave a link in the description and in the comment section for you. I guess I'll just run through the drums for you guys. I mean, like I said, I did drums in the last video, but I'm gonna just run through them really fast. I'm gonna use my Plugg Essentials drum kit, and it's only like $9, so like it's definitely worth it. So I picked out all of my drum sounds. I'm gonna just solo the chord progression for this and just go through the drums real quick. I'm gonna just follow the root note of the chords, which is the bottom note. So we go from G to D. You know, basic 808 pattern. Claps. Open hi-hat. So here's what I did for the drums, and you're going to want to take that 808 back like 2 bars. That's a classic Plugg technique. so there's the beat, and that's the music theory around Plugg beats with the ninth chords and building melodies around it and all that. And definitely, if you want to learn more about music theory, go check out my music theory course available at chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. I'm telling you, it's going to help you. And if you like the drum sounds too, they're also available on my website. So in my next video, I'm going to be sampling that. No, I'm kidding. Let me know in the comments what you want for the next video, what you guys want to see, what you guys want a tutorial on. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all you. We hit 30K a few days ago, so thank you very much. And I will see you all in the next video.